Today we are going to solve this numerical on four-wheel drive. Okay, last class we did one derivation to understand what are different effects on a four-wheel drive when it is taking turn and how to find the reaction due to weight of the vehicle, gyroscopic couple and overturning couple. I shared this derivation in our WhatsApp group also. Okay, now let me read the question for you. A rear engine automobile is traveling along a track of 100 meters mean radius. Each of the four road wheels has a moment of inertia of 2.5 kilogram meter square and an effective diameter of 0.6 meter. The rotating parts of the engine have a moment of inertia of 1.2 kilogram meter square. The engine axis is parallel to the rear axle and the crankshaft rotates in the same sense as the road wheels. This part you notice, the crankshaft rotates in the same sense as the road wheels. The ratio of engine speed to back axle speed is 3:1. The automobile has a mass of 1600 kg and has its center of gravity 0.5 meter above road level. The width of the track of the vehicle is 1.5 meter. Determine the limiting speed of the vehicle around the curve for all four wheels to maintain contact with the road surface. Assume that the road surface is not cambered and center of gravity of the automobile lies centrally with respect to the four wheels. Okay, so what exactly we have to find is, we have to find the limiting speed so that all the four wheels maintain contact with the road surface. Okay, as you are aware, when the automobile takes turn, if it takes turn at a very high speed, its inner wheels are lifted off the ground. Okay, so we have to find that maximum speed with which the automobile can take turn without its inner wheel lifted off the ground. So, in general, we have to find the maximum speed of the automobile so that its wheels are not lifted off the ground. Okay. Okay, you are able to see the paper view.
Yes, sir.
Okay, let us first write what is given. Okay, radius, mean radius is given, right? So radius of the track we take as capital R is given 100 meters. Okay, the moment of inertia of each wheel is given 2.5 kilogram meter square. So we denote them as IW, mass moment of inertia of wheel, 2.5 kilogram meter square. Okay. And then effective diameter of the wheel is given. Diameter of the wheel dw is given 0.6 meter. So radius of the wheel RW will be equal to 0.3 meter. Engine rotating parts have moment of inertia. I write it as IE is equal to 1.2 kilogram meter square. Okay. Now see, the engine axis is parallel to the rear axle and the crankshaft rotates in the same phase as the road wheel. That means road wheels and engine, they are rotating in the same phase. The ratio of engine speed to the back axle speed is 3:1. This is nothing but gear ratio. Yesterday we see last class, right? Ratio of engine speed to the wheel speed is called gear ratio and it is given 3. The mass of the automobile is 1600 kg. Now height of center of gravity above the road level is given. We take this as h. Center of gravity is 0.5 meter above the ground surface. Okay. The width of the track is 1.5 meter. Width of the track width we take as x, 1.5 meter. And now what we have to find? We have to find the limiting speed. That is maximum speed of the automobile we have to find so that all four wheel does not leave contact with the ground. Okay. Now how do we solve this? Let me tell you the step first. Actually, we have to find the reaction due to weight of the vehicle, due to gyroscopic couple, and due to overturning couple. But this reaction we will find in terms of V. We'll find in terms of V. The reason is that this velocity we have to find. It is not given. We have to find. Right? So we can write all these reactions in terms of V. Right? Then we will see what is the condition for the wheels to remain in contact with the road surface. Using that condition, we will find the value of V. Okay. So let us first consider the weight of the vehicle. First thing that we are going to consider is weight of vehicle. Okay, I draw a general diagram here just to remind you about reaction. This is the four-wheel drive. Okay. Inner wheels. Suppose it is taking left turn. These are inner wheels. These are outer wheels. So on inner wheel we have reaction due to road wheel upward on all four wheels. Road reaction due to gyroscopic couple on inner wheel, they are downward, P by 2. P by 2. On outer wheel, they are upward, P by 2, P by 2. So P by 2 is the reaction due to gyroscopic couple on each wheel. And they are downward on inner wheels and upward on outer wheels. Next is reaction due to overturning couple. Sorry, they are also downward on inner wheel and we write them as Q by 2 and upward on outer wheel. Okay. So in order to find reaction on each wheel, we have to find W by 4, P by 2 and Q by 2. Okay. So let us first find W by 4 by considering the weight of the vehicle W. Okay. Now as it is given that the CG of the vehicle lies centrally to all the four wheels. That means the reaction on all four wheels will be equal. Therefore, reaction on each wheel due to weight of the vehicle will be equal to W by 4. Okay, and this is equal to mg by 4. So 1600 into 9.81 divided by 4. Let us find how much is this value. This is 3924 Newton. Okay, so one reaction we could find easily, that is reaction due to weight of the vehicle. Now in the second case, we have to consider gyroscopic couple P. Now there are two rotating parts in the automobile. One is rotating wheel, the other is rotating parts of engine. Okay. Therefore, total gyroscopic couple, as we have seen in derivation, will be equal to sum of gyroscopic couple due to rotating wheel and plus minus gyroscopic couple due to rotating parts of engine. Now, plus sign we use when the wheels and the engine they are rotating in the same sense. Negative sign we use when the wheels and the engine they are rotating in opposite sense. Now, in this question, it is given that the wheels and the crankshaft is the rotating part of engine. It rotates in the same sense. As they are rotating in the same sense, we will consider positive sign. So this is equal to CW plus CE. So in order to find total gyroscopic couple, let us first find what is CW and what is CE. The general formula for gyroscopic couple is I omega and omega p. This is the general formula for gyroscopic couple. Now, as we are writing this is for wheel, I will write suffix W. Okay. Now, we are given moment of inertia of one wheel. In order to find the gyroscopic couple due to all four wheels, we will multiply it by 4. Okay. So using this formula, we can find what is Kw. Now to use this formula, we require the value of Iw, omega W and omega P. Right? Iw is given, omega W and omega P is not given. So next step is to find omega W and omega P. Omega W we can write as, right, rotational speed of wheel. If V is the linear speed and Rw is the radius of the wheel, so we have this popular relation V equal to R omega. Okay. From here we can find the expression for omega W. V is not given. So we will write this in terms of V. V upon Rw, radius of the wheel is given 0.3. So this is equal to 3.33 V. As this is angular velocity, unit will be radian per second. Okay. Now we have to find omega P. Omega P is again V by R. Remember, when you want to find the angular velocity of the wheel, you have to consider radius of the wheel. When you want to find the precision angular velocity, you have to consider radius of curvature of wheel. Okay. this is equal to V by 100. This value is 0.01 V radian. So let us substitute this in to find CW. Therefore, CW will be equal to 4 into 1.2 multiplied by 3.33 multiplied by 0.01 V. Okay. So this value I get as 0.33 V square. Point 33 V square. Again, as this is couple, okay, as this is couple, the unit will be Newton meter. Okay. Now let us find CE. Again, we will use the similar formula I omega omega p. Right. Now here, as we are writing the expression for Varouskas couple due to engine rotating part, we will consider moment of inertia of engine rotating part. We will consider rotational speed of engine. Okay. Now rotational speed of engine is not given, but we are given the gear ratio. Okay, so we will write this in terms of omega w. Omega e can be written as g into omega w. Okay, so let us write this e into g into omega w into omega p. Now let us write this value. I is what is this given? Sorry, this value was 2.5. Okay, this value was 2.5. IE is 1.2. 1.2 into 3 into omega w is 3.33 V multiplied omega V is omega P is 0.01 into V. Okay. So we get this expression for CE as the expression for CE I get as 0.12 V square. Okay. Now from 1, as we know the expression for C omega and CE, I can find what is the total gyroscopic couple. Therefore, I write from 1, C is 0.33 V plus 0.12 V. We get C equal to 0.45 V square. Now, as we could find gyroscopic couple, we can find reaction on H wheel. Okay. Now, reaction on H wheel is P by 2. I have drawn the diagram. P by 2. And this is equal to P by 2x. This we have done in derivation. P by 2 equal to C by 2x. This we have done in derivation. So it is equal to 0.45 V square. 2 into 1.5. So we are getting P by 2 equal to 0.15 V. Okay, now this is the reaction due to gyroscopic couple. The third thing that we need to consider is overturning couple. Overturning couple EO. This is caused by centrifugal force. Overturning couple is caused by centrifugal force. So I am drawing the front wing, front vehicle. Okay, this is suppose CG of the vehicle at height h, and this is centrifugal force Fc action. Okay, so this Fc into h is the overturning couple. Okay, so let us first find the expression for Fc. Fc is mv square upon r. Okay, so this is 1500 v square. We get this as 16 v square. Unit will be Newton. Now overturning couple CO is given by Fc into h. So 16 v square into 0.5 equal to 8 v square. Unit will be again Newton meter. This is the magnitude of overturning couple. Now the reaction due to overturning couple. Reaction on each wheel equal to Q by 2. Again it is equal to CO by 2x. Okay. This I explain how do we get this reaction. This I explain while doing derivation. Okay, we take the moment of this centrifugal force about either inner wheel or outer wheel to get this expression. Okay. Therefore, we get Q by 2 equal to CO. CO is 8 V square upon 2 into 1.5. It is equal to 2.67 V square. Now we got the reaction due to weight of the vehicle, reaction due to gyroscopic couple, and the reaction due to overturning couple. So on outer wheel, you see, on outer wheel, all these three reactions are upward, right? So to find total reaction on outer wheel, what we will do, we will add them together. Let us find total reaction. Total reaction. Okay. With outer wheel, CO will be equal to W by 4 plus P by 2 plus Q by 2. All these three will be added together. Okay, because they are upward. Now for inner wheels, if you look at inner wheels, W by 4 is upward, P by 2 and Q by 2 are downward. Therefore, Pi will be equal to W by 4 minus P by 2 minus Q by 2. This can be written as W by 4 minus. If I write bracket here, it will be P by 2 plus Q by 2. Okay. Now if you consider total reaction at outer wheel, this is always going to be the positive because all these three are added together. So outer wheels will always have positive reaction. Positive reaction, this reaction will always be upward. Total reaction at outer wheel will always be upward. Okay. That means outer wheel will never lose contact with the ground surface. And this is what we observe practically. When the vehicle takes turn, the outer wheel never lose contact with the road surface. It is the inner wheel that loses contact with the road surface, right? Therefore, I write as PO is always upward. Upward means positive. Outer wheels will never lose contact with road surface. Okay. So what about inner wheels? What about inner wheels? Okay. In case of inner wheels, you imagine a situation that at some higher velocity, P by 2 plus Q by 2 becomes greater than W by 4. You see, Q by 2 is a function of velocity. Okay, P by 2 again is a function of velocity. So as the velocity increases, P by 2 and Q by 2 will also increase. So at some higher velocity, you assume that P by 2 plus Q by 2 becomes greater than W by 4. Then what will happen? This reaction Pi, total reaction at inner will become negative. If this becomes negative, that means this reaction will be downward. Therefore, inner will lose contact with the road surface. Okay. Therefore, for inner wheel not to lose contact with the road surface, this P by 2 plus Q by 2 should never be greater than W by 4. Right? So I write this condition here. If P by 2 plus Q by 2 is less than or equal to W by 4, then what will happen? Pi will be upward, that is positive, and inner wheels will not lose contact. Okay, so the condition is that P by 2 plus Q by 2 should be less than or equal to W by 2. This condition. Now in this expression we have V, right? So using this expression we can find the value of V. I write here P by 2 is 0.15 V square and Q by 2 is 2.67 V square. Therefore from that condition I get 0.15 V square plus 2.67 V square should be less than or equal to W by 4 was 3924 Newton. ये कंडीशन मिल रही है अपने ओके so this is equal to 2.82 V square should be less than or equal to 3924. V square should be less than or equal to 3924 divided by 2.82. V is less than or equal to, we are getting this value as the value of the n 13915. Okay, so we get V as less than or equal to 37.3 unit will be meter per second. Now this is the limiting speed. The speed of the vehicle should be less than or equal to 37.3 meter per second. Then the road wheel will not lose contact. This we can convert in kilometer per hour. किलोमीटर पर आवर में करने के लिए अब इसको हम लोग 3600 से मल्टीप्लाई करेंगे 1000 से डिवाइड करेंगे ये वैल्यू आती है C less than or equal to 134.28 किलोमीटर पर आवर ये आपका पहला नंबर Okay, I hope you understood. Please reply in the chat section.